Good afternoon, muffins. Hi. It's been a while. How's everybody doing? I was fiddling with my microphone up until the very last minute, and the camera too, because light's waning, as they say. And as such, the filters and the properties of the camera are going amok. How have you been? Um, it feels like forever since I've sat here. How do you stream again? How do you talk to people again? Um, how have you been? Anatol, thank you so much for the 2-month resub. You now have no new badge yet. You do have a badge. Thank you. Doing good and welcome back. Thank you. I have reclaimed my room, my stream setup. I have stories to tell. So much has happened. It's been wild. And then when I thought that I was at the end of it, Broly, thank you so much for the bit, the 1 bit. I also noticed you cheered a couple of bits the day before yesterday, so thank you for those as well. And 13 more, thank you. Yeah. I thought things had settled down and I came back to my room. I wasn't rushing a lot, but I was rushing a little bit to get back so I could stream for you on Sunday. And I came home and I thought, there's something wrong here. I can't access Google Chrome. I can't log into WoW. There is something really, really wrong here. And Anonymous Chira, thank you so much for the bits as well. You guys are very, very kind. I am so glad to be back, honestly. So I really want to apologize for Sunday's mess up. I was fiddling with the internet, moving the extender around like different places in the house. Like, where does it even function? And Mango, thank you for the 100 bits. You've got a hype train going, guys, almost, I guess. Thank you. Trying to sort of place it around different places in the house. Where is it best? Where does it work? And I was fiddling with the settings on it. I was rebooting it several times. I was checking whether the internet worked in the living room, which is kind of far away. It was working. I don't know what was wrong. At some point it worked. At some point I could access WoW, but it was incredibly wonky. Very slow at loading. And it was just no good. Thank you for an additional 4 bits, Mango. I'm just going to draw the curtains a little bit because I need a bit more light in here. Don't fall all the way down, please. Because that would be fun. If there's suddenly a blanket, oh, that's so much better. If there's suddenly a blanket in my lap, you will know what happened because the curtains are white and transparent, so I have put a blanket up on the window to cover the massive amount of light. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. I love sitting here. And Anonymous Jira, thank you for the 10 bits. You're so generous, guys. Thank you. Today is going to be an extended stream, and there's going to be some breaks because I have not only borrowed my aid, I have not only lended my aid to my parents in making dinner, but I've also signed myself up for a very long stream today. So I have to, a couple of points during the stream, I have to pop out and do some things with the dinner. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to have for dinner. Anatar, thank you for the subscription to tier 2. Appreciate it. And Broly, thank you so much for the 11 bits. I love those little ghosts that Anonymous has. They're adorable. 24-hour stream. No, because I have to get up at 6 a.m. in the morning and go to work and work in the basement. I have come to like my morning streams. I love my morning streams too. My morning work hours. It's hard to get out of bed, but what am I doing in Stormheim? I'm doing all sorts of weird things in WoW these days. I don't know what I'm doing. I forget. I do like my morning work hours because I work for 2.5 hours where there's no guests at the spa. I just check the basements. I take little water samples to check that like the chlorine and the acid levels and stuff are where they're supposed to be. And then I go up and I just I mean, it's not rocket science. I vacuum the basins and Banco, thank you for the bits. Rolly, you ruined the mystery. What do you mean mystery? Is there any mysteries? So I do enjoy those. It's just hard at times. But yeah, so this week is very, very stable. In terms of work hours, I have all the morning shifts, basically. I do think I have one evening shift on Friday, but that doesn't really affect the stream at all. What am I doing? Oh yeah, so today's stream is going to be a little bit all over the place. I haven't planned anything. Guys, stop. I can't say anything. Thank you again for the bits. I can't make any announcements. I have some Falcosaur quests I have been working on to get the Falcosaur Mounts. I think I'm halfway or so. So we've got some pet battles to do. After that, I have set everything up so we're ready for an Ember Court. I have invited the guests. We're going to see if we can get a mount out of the Countess. Once we're done with that, I was thinking we could pop into a key because it's season 4, in case you hadn't noticed. And that means that we have new dungeons. Or, well, we don't have new dungeons, but we have rescaled dungeons on a new rotation, and I need to practice. I have done 3 dungeons this entire season so far, and practice makes perfect, right? Funko, thank you for the bit. We're here to be like every old man, and so every sentence just stopped. Guys, stop it. Do Grimrail. I will try and do Grimrail Dippo. I have read up. I have studied. Let me just see. I need to see. I'm going to go to the high mountain to take out some beavers. I have studied, because that's what I do. I like to read up on things. And I didn't have to study Mechagon and the lower levels of Karazhan, because I ran those with my friend, and he was my guide and my teacher, so I didn't have to read up on things. I did play through BFA and did a few keys back then, not nearly as high as I'm doing these days, but I did do some keys, which means I know Mechagon. But Karazhan is new to me. We've all seen Grimrail Depot in Time Walking, and we've all seen Nyron Docks, but it's different. I'm so proud of this community, so am I. Hydrate, posture check. I've got a new chair. I don't have a new chair. I went to the living room and I grabbed one of the living room chairs because the other one, I felt like I was sitting like this, trying to sort of, no, not that, yeah, like this, because the chair was so short and I couldn't reach my keyboard. Well, I could, but I felt like a T-Rex trying to reach the keys, and it wasn't very comfortable, and it kind of wasn't very good on my shoulders either. Broly, I'm gonna tell you, I should actually cancel that Find the Cat for a while because a tragedy has happened. Well, no, I'm not gonna, don't be worried, that's not what I mean. While I was away, the reason while I was away was because some of my parents' friends had to use this room, had to sleep in this room, and without going into any details, they are chaotic. They are all over the place. The woman is walking inside with her boots on, trailing sand everywhere. She's loud, they're confused, she can't find things, she asks questions all the time. My cat is scared of being in this room now. I think, I wasn't here, I was only here for dinner a couple of times. But apparently, the man he's very, I mean, he's not fat or anything, he's not big, but he's very tall and very broad-shouldered and very sort of, you know how some people are not very light when they walk, so he's sort of heavy of walking. He's a bit clumsy as well, so apparently he was very close to stepping on her at one point, and she's deaf, so you have to be very gentle with her. And these two people are not gentle. So it has resulted in her not coming to my room anymore. And I got her in here today and set her on the bed and sort of tried to calm her down a little bit. So it's better, but she's not coming here on her own. She's not staying here. She's not sleeping here. And I am like you say, you're ready to cry. I want to cry too because I loved waking up with her in my bed. Hopefully she's gonna come back, but I'm also angry because how dare you almost step on my cat. Yeah. Not only do you take my room, but you also scare away my cat. Rimrill is a pain. I'm gonna nerfed a little. Okay, that's good to hear. She's here and alive. Glad to see you back. Of course I'm alive. Thank you, VJ. I am alive. I am... Well, one day ago I would have said less than alive, but now I would say I'm more than alive. Things are stabilizing. And I am very, very happy for it. I just have a couple of things I need to get through. A family get-together. I've grabbed this cup like 3 times without drinking anything. A family get-together and my trip to the UK. After that, oh my goodness, I'm going to move out of my apartment. And the plan is then to move here. And we'll see if the house is still for sale then, but I've decided. So, things will be a bit hectic from around maybe 1st of October or something. And I don't know what's gonna happen with the channel and all that. I mean, it's gonna stick around, but I don't know if there's gonna be a break and how long and all that. Because, you know, when you're moving, you're not at a computer that often. Okay. Who wants me to take... That's the snow feather hatchling. So let's get the snow feather out. And you are a beast. Where is my add-on? There's my add-on. The audacity of those two, right? They can't help it, but I was here for dinner a couple of evenings, and I was so close to laughing because it was just so hectic in the kitchen. My parents and they were just almost standing on top of each other, and the questions were just flying everywhere. What's going on here? I have 0 pets, apparently. I'll just reload for a while. I was so close to laughing because I was so happy I wasn't here. And I really felt for my parents, but of course it's never nice to then hear that someone almost stepped on your best friend. That's not very nice. Okay, so baddie is good against it. What else? Tough versus strong versus. The Dreadwing pup. Can give these two a try. Mechanical damage. Frightening. I think I'll go with Jiggles instead. I rarely ever use him, and he's adorable. That's critters, though. Strong against critters. How is that any good? Poor cat. I want my 2k points back. We'll save it for another time. I'm so sorry. I can't give them back to you. I can find a Charizard for you. I can find a plushie. And there's a koala bear in the corner. Do they count? Do they compensate? Oh, yeah. Actually, I can find a cat. Here you go. I've got like 4 of these figurines that it's got too much light on it. 4 of these, no, 5 in the window, and I bought them for my mom when I was in Japan. Every time I was in Japan, she wanted me to bring a cat. So I got these, got little bells on them. They're quite adorable. This one is the cutest. They're all little Menekinekos, so I guess they count. Good day, morning. Good day, morning, Jinsem. How are you? How have you been? Got to 1650 IO score, and I'm just waiting for reset. Cutting quite a bit since I had the time. Nice. I wish that was me. Why is it almost dark? Why is it so dark now? Camera, please. We don't have cats anymore. There we go. You don't have to focus on cats anymore. Okay, so the thunder scale I was working on. I mean, it's just a beaver. It can't be that difficult. All pets bonus, blah blah blah. We'll go with this. See how that goes. I'm so not good at dealing with people of such kind. Neither am I. They're not my favorite people, which is another reason why I left. But I could laugh at it, which was good. Can't stay for stream, just came to say hi. So no problem. Thank you for stopping by anyway. Okay, we've got a frog, we've got a beaver, and we've got another frog. Let's see what we can do here. You guys have sound, right? Yeah, you do. It's just me. Have you watched the Netflix show Sandman? I have hardly been home, and when I have been home, I've been trying to catch up on why I've done like 1 dungeon, and then I didn't have more time, then I had to go to bed. But I saw today, actually, I was just checking to see if any new shows arrived, and I'm planning to watch it. It looks magnificent. It looks right up my alley. So I'm definitely going to have a look at it. Maybe I'll wait a little bit because I don't like watching something I really enjoy, and then you watch the entire season, and then there's no more of it. I don't like it, so I like to wait until I at least know that season 2 is coming and it's in the works, and I don't have to worry, and I don't have to wait for so long. Lucky cat thing. Menekineko, yeah. I bought a lot of those. My mom, every time I asked her, what do you want me to bring home with me from Japan? More of those cats. Okay, sure. I'll bring you cats. Oh, you didn't get the one with the moving hand. The moving hand? Also, I still remember I used 2k points to show the cat. I just told the others you might not have been here. You can get a cat too. Here you go. There's a cat. My cat does not dare go into my room these days because 2 very scary people apparently lived here before, and I mean, she really was very, very scared of the man. 1, because he almost stepped on her, and 2, because he smelled of dog. They've got a big dog, apparently. Which I'm so happy they didn't bring, because that would have messed me up. I would have gone fully cat mom mood, and, I don't know, slap someone. I don't bring your dog here with my cat. Just saying. Anywho, So she dared not come in here because they were staying in this room. So I haven't actually she hasn't come to cuddle anymore in the morning. I hope I can coax her back into doing so, but it's gonna take a while, I think. I tried to convince her to stay in here now, just to have her with me for stream, but she was not having it. She stayed for 20 seconds, which is 20 seconds longer than the last time, where she just ran away immediately. Where did the beaver go? Okay. So Batty wasn't great. Maybe it's because it's just uncommon, not rare. I think we'll be fine. Just need to get the snow feather out. Have you read the books? I haven't read the Sandman books. I've read the Good Omens book. I should read the Sandman books, honestly, because again, they sound like they're right up my alley. Oh geez. 0.1 Mbps internet speed. This sucks and stinks. Oh no. That sounds like mine this Sunday. Again, I was devastated. I couldn't stream for you guys, but I mean, looking back, I was also completely knackered, as they say in the UK. I was exhausted. Um, I was staying in a place that wasn't mine, and the desk I had to sit at was so dingy and so old, and the chairs were just, yeah, let's not. So I had to sit there to do some application work, to work on some job applications for the place I'm staying at the moment. And I could do that barely. I was sitting like a taco on the chair, and I could do one dungeon, and then I had to tell my guild, I can't do this anymore. Everything hurts. So I had to just go to bed early, and I did a couple dungeons yesterday. Had a long night and did a couple dungeons, but I want to do more today. Gotta practice. I've also done the raid. We have progressed through the entire Castle Nathria raid and done the Fated Heroic all the way through. We completed that quite early on Sunday night. So that was a ton of fun. I have missed that raid so very much, and I'm glad that they have brought it back, and it was so much fun. It was so good. Such a good raid. Okay, we've got a garden frog left. This might be a bit tough, actually. Could it be that she could smell the dog's lingering scent? Might be, yeah. So I'm waiting a little bit and sort of just spreading my scent around, you know. So she'll hopefully dare come in here soon. Goth horror. Let's style up. The universe gave you a sign. If there's no internet, sleep till it's back. Yeah, maybe. Maybe there was just some higher power saying, no, you don't have the energy to stream, stop it. But I am like that. If I've promised to be here, I want to be here. You know, that's why Tuesday streams, or that is why Tuesday streams are called zombie streams, because I came home late from work and I still streamed. Because I'd promised. I'd promised 3 days a week. Okay, we just need one more beaver. It's over here. And I gotta summon the Ashling. I had some good luck with the faded runs this week. Got 3 bosses. It was way too easy. So did you do normal, or did you pug, or like what? Do you have a guild run with? It was the normal one. I think there was something wrong with it, because I think we cleared it in 2 hours or something ridiculous. We almost didn't have to do mechanics because they just went down the bosses. I'm glad I did the faded in the far before Blizz fixes them. They're upping the difficulty as people were having too much fun. That sounds like Blizz. Too much fun? No, we're gonna take these things away. Too much fun? We're gonna make it more difficult and less fun for you. No, in all seriousness, the normal was really, really easy. I don't think it's been scaled entirely correctly. So the heroic was fine though. I think that was pretty much where it's supposed to be at, given our gear and whatnot, but it wouldn't be the end of the world if it got slightly more difficult, I think. Oh, BOEs. Banana grapes. Not just your free bosses. Well, congrats on the bosses, on the BOEs. That is pretty lucky. I think I got one. I got braziers that I'm now trying to sell, and then I got a neck piece actually, which allows you to befriend a beast, and the beast will then help you for 5 hours, I want to say, which is quite interesting, but it's got avoidance on it, and it's got quite a fat chunk of haste and whatnot, so I'll take it. Classic Blizzard killjoy. Some things, you must have seen the recent debate on the dragon flying speed, the Dracfear flying speed. I'm not engaging too much in it because it's just negativity that I don't really, you know how I feel about it. I don't really care. I mean, it's fine. I also do think looking at comparisons between the flying speeds, it makes sense that they turned it down. It's still really, really fast, but the previous speed looked like it was going to definitely make me seasick. So they gotta be really careful with that as well as taking that into consideration. I've sold 2 out of 3. Made about 250k. Nice. I'm trying to sell a lot of stuff too. I bought a lot of old. I bought a lot of Death Blossom and Callous Hide and Heavy Callous Hide. The Death Blossoms have come in handy because I'm making a lot of oils that sell pretty well. The Callous Hide, not so much. I thought I was being smart. I bought the Callous Hide for I think 90 silver, and the Heavy Callous Hide for 11 gold. It's not gotten up. I don't think I should ever invest in stock markets because apparently I'm silly. It's quite quicker. Still quicker than 310% mount flying speed, so it's still good. It looks very, very quick. Sharp talent hatch is going out now with the Terra Lava over here in Belshira. Oh, I don't need to mount because I'm a druid. It's been a good week for gold making. It's 4 silver and NA. I usually buy Desolate instead, make drums and they fly off the rack. So, should I just sell the heavy Callous Hide again? I thought it might increase in price because it's blue mats. I guess not though. Maybe I need to enchant it. Made about 3 million profit this week. Stop it. Teach me. What should I do? What do I do wrong? I mean, I'm not poor or anything. I think I've got maybe 3 million across all characters. Converted to enchanted? No. Flask price is off the charts right now. Oh, I should check that out then. So not converted to enchanted. Just try and sell it as it is now. Okay, we're looking for some lava. Is there any lava here? Terra lava. Terra lava. I don't see any pits at all. That's a Terra lava. I need a battle pet version. Thank you. I converted it to enchanted. I bought 4K cloth at 50 silver on my server. Nice. Yeah, the cloth also sells quite well. There's a Terra Lava. It's a beast as well. So we still want strong against beast. Maybe I should try the Dreadwing pup though. Sonic Blast. That one can blind them, I believe. And then I could go with this one. Brings in Armageddon. I don't think I'll use that ability though. Let's give this a shot. I make braces. DE them. That makes me a profit of 15 per enchanted leather. The ore also sells very well, but leather and cloth of our sellers. The X pack hasn't been as good as BFA for gold making though. Yeah, I feel the same way. Okay, let's try this Terra Lava. We've got a skunk and we've got an elfin rabbit. Let's see how this is. Burrowed. So yeah. So I was living in a little extra house that one of my mom's friends has here, which was really nice of her. So it was actually quite a nice little room with my own bathroom and my own kitchen and whatnot. But I was only going to stay there for a couple of days, so I didn't actually properly move in. The only thing I brought with me was oatmeal and oat milk. And there were a couple of times I can't switch out. Oh dear. That's really bad. So there were a couple of times where I was supposed to have some dinner that didn't quite work out, and I ended up having oatmeal instead for dinner. I need to switch this pet out, otherwise we might as well give up. Just have to live through this round. Okay, okay. We're good. It's close. Hyperinflated prices. The transformation from war to legion was the best for gold making because they increased gold cap. Oatmeal, oat milk, and a spoon made of oatmeal with oats, with oat milk. This I put raisins on it too and almonds. Okay, let's see what this one can do. Let's case the spatial rift. The first evening though I went to, there's a bakery right across from where the spa is, and they actually make really, really good sandwiches. So I went around lunchtime. I went and bought a sandwich with Danish meatballs and some vinegared red cabbage, which is really good, and it was very, very tasty. It was even very cheap because they were I think they'd been made the day before. I'm not at all picky with that sort of thing, and it was very, very nice, very pleasant. And I sat and I watched, because of course there was no internet the first day either in that place I went to, so I couldn't even go to play WoW. So I watched a couple of episodes of The Boys, and I had my meatball sandwich. That was a pleasant night, and then I've just been exhausted, and there's been a lot of thoughts going through my head because I have decisions to make. With the house, with the job here, and I felt like because I was so busy and I was not home and I couldn't relax properly, I just I couldn't think really, so that stressed me out quite a bit. And then we had some wild days at the spa where I was the only one in the reception, and we had so many customers. I hope I won't have any more of those days because it was just not pleasant to be around. I was grumpy and I was hungry and I was stressed, and it was not fun. It was not a good time. Fortunately, I had a couple of days afterwards. Did it even? A couple of days afterwards where it was sort of stabilizing with more people and with less customers, so that was all good. How do they milk oats anyway? Well, you should ask them. I do like this certain brand of oat milk though. Am I being killed off by a grey terror lava? Okay, so we're not using the Dreadwing pub afterwards. I don't mind milk at all, but there is a certain aftertaste when you have oatmeal with regular milk and then you drink coffee, which I do. That I don't like, so that's why I prefer putting on oat milk. I used to put on soy milk, but you can't get any proper soy milk outside of Japan, if you ask me. I haven't found any, at least. I love my Bircher muesli. Sounds pretty nice. I do like muesli as well. Then I'll put it on yogurt for a midday meal. Speaking of meals, I was going to tell you what I'm making tonight. So I'm making a whole roasted. I don't know what the cut is called in English, but it's sort of the neck part, not the neck, but above the neck of the pig, like a big lump of. You put it in a Dutch oven, and you put it in the oven for 2 hours. So that's very easy. So I marinated it this morning before I went for a run, and it's been sitting in a marinade with some vinegar and some thyme and some syrup, some ketchup, and it's been having a good time there. And I have cut up some vegetables, some squash, some onions, some carrots, and I'm going to put that together underneath the big roast thing. And then I'm going to pour a beer over it at some point. So I'm going to, when I take the first break, I'm going out and I'm gonna I'm gonna put the lump of meat on top of the vegetables, and then I'm gonna pour some beer over it, and then I'm gonna turn on the oven, and then I'm gonna wait 10 minutes. I'll be playing a bit, and then I have to take another break, and then I'm gonna be back after putting the roast in the oven, and it's gonna sit there for 2 hours, and there's gonna be food, and I'm gonna make it with rice. That's the plan. It's the first time I'm making like a whole roast like that way. I'm quite excited. It wasn't until this morning when I already planned out what I wanted to make. My mom goes, "Well, why don't you make it with beer? Why don't you marinate it with beer?" It's like, Mom, I'm not going to the store again, because you had to use some brown sugar and more red onions, more like a barbecue dog taste, basically. I'll just do that next time. I do think we've got another half. I can take revenge if this is no good. EPAT93, thank you so much for the sub. Welcome to the muffin team. I don't know, what do we call ourselves? You are now officially a muffin. Cinnamon, a cloves stuck in the skin. So I would prefer to put garlic in there as well, but my dad is unfortunately allergic to garlic, so we can never have garlic in this house, and I mourn it because I love garlic. Let me just find a new baddie. I think was better than the Directing Pub. And then we can go for the Screecher, I think. And we'll go for Darkness is quite good. I'll just do the flying damage. Face bite. Nice. Where's my hatchling? We're just here. You just leave. Constantly leave. Oh no. Father's a vampire confirmed. He also really disliked it. We got a half a garlic from my aunt and uncle when they were leaving, going back home. They went here for holidays too. My dad was looking through the things that we got from them, and he picks up the garlic and he goes, well, we can just throw this one out. And I have to sort of stop him. Don't throw it out. It's food. If you're not here and I want to make some fried rice, I want to have garlic. Stop it. Okay. Let's see here. Acidic goo. Don't like that. Not with sunscreen. Oh, I didn't see these messages. Hopefully don't chew the oats and spit it into cotton. That would be unagreeable. It certainly would. Usually keep it overnight and have some manuka honey. Did you get a crackling on the skin? No, so it's not that piece. It's not it's a different area. It's the one that you also make cutlets out of. So it doesn't have skin on it. That's been cut off. I think it's too fatty on the neck area. You make it in a different way. I don't really know what manuka honey is. I was going to put honey in the marinade, but this is not going to be good. I need to switch out my hatchling. Ah, yikes. No. I was distracted with talks of food. I wanted to put honey in it, but my dad went, can you put syrup in it instead? He's not fond of honey either. He's not picky. It's just honey and garlic are the two things, and olives. And I agree with him, because olives are devils. Don't like them. My mom hates garlic, so much so, if my dad has a meal with it, she makes him eat it outside. That's so mean. It's so funny. I can also have garlic the evening before I see my dad, and he greets me and then he goes, "Did you eat garlic?" It's like, what? Do I smell of garlic? I think he's a bloodhound when it comes to garlic. Okay, we are now done with the sharp talon hatchling. Good night. And then we have the Direbeak and the Bloodgazer hatchling. PvP world quests. Something's attacking me. So the Direbeak is probably no. Broken Isles pet world quests. PvP world quests. I should go on my DK to do that. I also don't know why I've taken my druid out here, actually. I've done all these pet battles usually on my hunter and my demon hunter. I don't know. It's New Zealand honey. That's very healthy and quite expensive. I don't even know if my dad would appreciate it. He would just go, this tastes like honey. And then he would prefer his syrup anyway. Devil Driver 007, hi! How's it going? Finally caught you. Just woke up after night shift. Well, good morning. How was your night shift? And welcome. I'm glad you could make it. We have an extended stream today. That's what I've planned, because I just have so much to talk about, and it's been a while. I need to re-practice. I need to re-figure out, what am I doing? I get distracted all the time. I need to re-practice how you actually stream. Okay. I'm going to go on my DK. because PvP and stuff. I managed to get my hands on some good mirin and used it on the fried rice. Great taste. Mirin is incredible. That's one thing that's going to be a struggle. I've been thinking that if I move here, because where I was before, it was a big city, so they actually had a lot of really nice Asian grocery shops, and I might have to go for a haul there before I go here to the island. I might just have to go and buy a bunch of mirin, a bunch of miso, some soy sauce, some Japanese rice, some noodles, all the good stuff. I might have to go and buy. Actually, I might have to write that down, because that's a really good idea. Hang on. I like to write things down. Hello, good to see everybody. Hello, Vanya. How are you? I am going to write this down. Where should I write it down? I don't know. When do I even? Maybe beginning of September. I need a car. I really need a car. I will probably be able to afford that if I move here. It's gonna be good. I think I have made up my mind. I just gotta put some cold water in my blood, as we say in Denmark, sort of relax a little bit and not make any rushed decisions. Oh, the Black Rumble is up. And I want to see sort. Not factions, filters. PvP. And we might also do some pet battle. 0. I don't think that's right. Just gonna put that out there. Let's go do that's PvP and this is PvP. None here. Okay, let's go do the Blackrock Rumble. I'm also working on the One for all for me achievement on this character, so that's 2 birds with 1 stone. I'm the same with banana and can smell them from 40 paces. You don't like bananas? You don't like banana split, then? I'm gonna tell you, it's an awesome dessert. You will roll like a rubber ball on the way home because you're so full, but it's so good. So yeah, I need to go through the Asian grocery store. I haven't even visited it. I've lived in that apartment for a year and I haven't been there because I knew I couldn't afford to go there. I would not like just hoard all the nice groceries there. So what I'll have to do in the future when I live here, because it's such a small community, it's a small town, I would have to do a lot of online orders. But fortunately, the internet is great here. Well, not in this room, but here in this town, and the delivery is usually pretty reliable. My wife has a similar problem with papaya. We don't really get papaya here, so I couldn't really say anything about that, but I don't like strong cheeses. There is a strong cheese in our fridge at the moment, and I've told my parents there is something smelly in here, but they haven't eaten it yet. Doing good? Drinking coffee to forget how terrible the shift went at night. Oh no. Well, coffee is, again, coziness in a mug, and it doesn't take away our problems, but it does soothe the soul. I don't have coffee at the moment because I had too much earlier, so I'm having a bit of cold tea because I forget to drink it. I might bring some coffee for a snack later, though. Oh, DK. Yeah, that's my main. I main a Frost DK. I did tell my raid team that they might be able to convince me to tank in the next expansion. It depends. I do like tanking on Blood DK. I do need to practice though, so I would have to brush off my tanking skills. Brush up my tanking skills in the next expansion. Coziness in the mug, I like that. Hi Mort, how are you? How is your games going? Because I must admit, I haven't seen any of your streams, but I have seen your games, and I wish I could make games because that's just awesome. What is, I mean, I'm very curious. How long have you been making games for? I made some kombu salt to go with the fried rice. Okay, that's so good. I should get some kombu as well. In my cupboards. Luckily, I've got some friends in Japan, and sometimes, on occasion, they will send me things and they will tell me, so I'm going to send you a package. What do you want? Usually, I say shiu kombu, and shiu kombu is kombu covered in salt, and you put it in salads or with rice, and as it softens because of the warmth of the rice or the moisture of the salad, it softens as well, and it's so tasty. That was my favorite thing to make in Japan, was onigiri with shiu kombu, and I could just eat 3 of those for lunch and I didn't care. And it's the best thing, and it's what I miss the most from Japan, is onigiri with shiu kombu. So I can make those myself on occasion. The problem though is that Japanese rice here is quite expensive. You want to make it with Japanese rice. It's a different type of grain. It's stickier, it's tastier. I swear it's tastier. It's more expensive, so it's a rare treat. For me, oh, so no blue cheese for you, no. No gorgonzola, no brie, no stinky cheeses for me. I mean, I have grown to like cheeses more. I can eat cheddar cheese, I can eat mozzarella cheese, I can eat Gouda cheese, I can eat Comté cheese, Parmesan. But just they can't be too smelly. Can't be too strong. I need to get my hatchling out. Was it the blood gazer one? I don't think it's the blood gazer one. Yes, PvP World Quests with the blood gazer. Goody. I'm taking the long way down. For me, the smell of banana causes almost an instant migraine. They have cursed you. It's the banana. What is up? You must be really, really allergic to that if you get a migraine. I've never, I mean, you know, that's actually a pretty good excuse. I'm sorry, Mom and Dad, you can't buy any strong cheeses. It gives me a migraine. Every time I open the fridge, I get a migraine. I don't think you're using it as an excuse. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying it could be a good excuse to use. I'm sorry, it makes me ill. I get ill, I can't work. I can't exist. Going well with 33% done-ish. For about 10 years, I've worked in and with the industry. I wish I'd had more time to wow. That's pretty darn cool. I have not worked in programming, so I can't make games, but I've been studying the software and the hardware gaming industries in my studies, and I would love, I mean, I'm streaming, but I would love to also work in the industry. Was there not another one up here? Oh, he wasn't out for the other one. Of course he wasn't, because I'm a dum-dum. There's another one over here. But it's very difficult to get into the industry, though, I've realized. At least for someone like me. Even if I've been in Japan and done studies on it. I'm using the same transmog. Different sorts, that's all. Oh, it's me? It's a nice transmog. I don't blame you. I need to not get too close to that tree. So, PvP one is Sorama, is there? No. Sounds like my dad. My dad is cutting up pieces of wood for the fireplace. It's been a little bit chilly here. I had the heater on this morning. It's very comfortable outside, but it's a bit chilly inside, I'm not gonna lie. So, heater it is in the middle of summer. Really allergic to a better is a better term. I've always called it hatred towards them. I think those two are kind of not mutually exclusive. Because my dad hates garlic with a vengeance, and he's very allergic to it. So I think there's a connection there that you really, really dislike the thought of the very thing that makes you allergic. Okay, let's have a look at the. Sorry. Where am I going? I was gonna have a look at the ads and give them a little snooze, so you weren't gonna be bombarded with ads. Starting soon, I'm so sorry. This happens, okay? It's actually I have not an announcement, but I'm going to get my desktop up here. There's been some not so nice things going on around my apartment recently where people have had their motorbikes and stuff stolen and people break into the basement storage that we have. And that makes me think, it probably won't take too long until there's a risk of someone actually breaking into the apartments. And I'm not there because I'm going to leave the apartment. I'm going to what's it called? What's it called? Break the contract? No, not break the contract. Exit the contract with the renting company and not live there anymore. And I've got all my stuff there basically. And one of my most valuable possessions is my desktop computer that I built myself. And I don't want anybody to break in and take it. So we have a family get together around the area I live in. Not this weekend, but the next weekend where I won't be here for stream. And we are going to drive past my apartment and bring my desktop with me and save it, and a couple of other things. So I do look forward to that and getting that set up here, just temporarily at least until I get my own place. It's gonna be so good. I could actually more easily make videos again if I had the time for it. I don't, but that's another matter. In the contract, really, you just you sort of you quit the apartment agreement. You leave. You find elsewhere to live. That's the gist of it. And I've set up a meeting with the bank next week, next Wednesday. And we're going to discuss the possibility of me buying a house. And that's very exciting. I'm very excited. I'm also very excited about job opportunities. I have made one sort of formal written application, and I've also been in discussion with the rector of the municipality here, who's got some opportunities for me. I'm just waiting to see who I'll be working with, because there are some people here you want to avoid. It's just, that's how it is in a small community. So I'm going to see who I'm going to be working with and then also make more of a formal application for that. And we'll see. But the stars are just aligning. I don't know what's going on here. I was talking with my friend, my mom's friend, the one I stayed with for a couple of days, and she told me her story about moving here, because it is a small community, it is a small place, it's very, very much countryside, and I mean, it's very far from the city, it's hard to get anywhere. And she was telling me her story of falling in love with the place and moving here, and she put into words the way I'm feeling at the moment, where you sort of you feel like your heart is getting ahead of you and your brain can't catch up. So you're sprinting as fast as you can after this heart that's just flying off in some direction. And you're going, wait for me. Wait. My mind can't catch up, because it's been a dream of mine for so long to move to a little farmhouse and have a lot of animals and have a lot of land. And all of a sudden, very, very suddenly, is within my grasp just because I lost my job in the city and came here for a vacation job. It's kind of, it really throws you off. So that's where we are at the moment. I'm trying to catch up with myself in my head and my heart while I set up these little things sort of along the way and try to remain calm about the house. I called the real estate agents yesterday and said, well, the situation is such and such. Is the house still for sale? I just want to make sure if my dream has been crushed before I actually do anything. I'm looking for a new place too, but it can be such a pain. I bet it can be. How far away is the closest city? The closest city is an hour and a half. Well, it's not bad. You just have to catch a ferry. Oh, there she is. And it's not cheap. One really sort of I'm just getting confused here. Someone was waving at me and I was trying to wave back and I just knocked everything over. The sort of the closest major city is quite a bit further away. It is probably, including the ferry, it's 3.5 hours. So I would need a car. It's all a bit complicated and expensive to get there by train every single time. I'm going to bring out the Diabeak. I think the target has a team. Save no? Gosh darn it. I thought I had looked one up for this before. So yeah, I'd want to get a car, but I think I could afford it, depending on many things, if I get a house, because the apartment has been so expensive. Cheers! Cheers, you're right, Vanya. I also need to drink a little bit. I also need to take a break soon and turn on the oven. Just interrupting, don't mind me. Thank you, Anko, for the bit. How far away is the closest cathedral? In case you need sanctuary from some accusatory knights. There's no cathedral, but there is like 4 churches. I'm telling you, the church tax here is so high. I don't know. It's not like people are very religious, but they just really like their churches. So this small community has got 4 churches. It's insane. What am I doing? I'm going to look up this team. Breda Tenderhide. Training with Breda. I have Sufu's pet battle strategies have helped me. So it's wowpetguide.com. Let's see if it even wants to load while I'm doing all these other things, because internet, you know. Okay, let's see. Legion. World quests. And we load. Hello? It's very slow. But there's some major advantages with living in a place like this. I'm surrounded by animals and insects. The other day, I was biking through the rain to get to work, and right in front of me, on a hill, just staring at me, was a beautiful deer. It was a doe, and she was just hanging out, just looking, just not at all afraid of me or rushing to get down that hill. She was completely calm. Okay, what have we got here? We got, oh yeah, that's right, Severs and Anomalies should be good for this. Anomalies, I've leveled that one for this very purpose, and then Severs should be good. I need to get this one bandaged. There we go. Summon him. Churches are nice looking and cheaper versions of castles. Sounds super chill. I mean, there is a thing though with churches. I've always felt this very weird. I'm not a very religious person, I believe that we should be good to each other and kind to each other and help each other out. But I'm not a certain believer in anything but a life itself that sort of makes some choices for you. But I feel incredibly serene and calm around churches and graveyards. There was a church and a graveyard very close to the apartment, and I like to walk through it on the way home. Just it's beautiful and it's green and it's calm. I know how graveyards are sometimes quite scary and a little bit off-putting. I just feel very calmed. Sounds super chill. It's so chill, and I need it so badly. I need my own little place. Like the place I've looked at, there's even 2 little extra rooms, and I could make like a combined office library. And the other day I was dreaming. I was going to this pet store, and I was buying a massive aquarium. And I also bought like a ton of, wait, that's the sharp talon, that's not the diabeak. I need the diabeak one. I was buying like a ton of tiny fishes, and I was discussing with this fish dude that I wanted a goldfish, so I should have a really big tank. And the tank was just, I don't know, 2.5 meters long and 1 meter wide. I don't know why I thought to myself I needed such a big tank, but you know, I could make a little library and office with some fishes. And a couple of cats and a horse and some chickens, and I don't know if I have time for all that stuff, but city got nothing of that. I'm not a city girl. I like my grocery shopping. I don't like my clothes shopping. I need to try and multitask a little bit better here because I'm just blabbering and not really doing anything. I've never been much for shopping or anything like that, so I do it on the internet if I can. Then once in a while I go out and buy a pair of jeans because you can hardly find those in your size online. Never match. Let's see. Increase the damage you take. Why would I want to do that? Predatory strike. He's quite deadly. Periodically transform this pet to take damage as if they were undead. I don't like that. I'm going to switch out. I can see why people might be more mindful further out. They're also really, really nice here. I think it's also because I've been here my entire life on vacations and whatnot. My grandmother lives here. So they sort of know me without really knowing me, and that helps. I need to... Thank you. But everyone's just... Oops, he died. I need to look up some strategies, I think. I missed. This is not good. Hey Kay, how are you? Gary are usually dead quiet. They are very quiet though. I'm not gonna win this. I'm just going to see what they say with the strategy here. So you want to go, okay, so the strategy is quite different. You want toxic fumes and corrosion and poison protocol. That's where we went wrong. Let me just forfeit this. You got me inspired to pet hunt now and wow, semi-lurking. Well, I'm glad to have inspired you. If you go for the Falcosaurs, you'll get 4 mounts real quick. I don't know why I haven't done this before. Okay, so we need toxic fumes, we need corrosion and poison protocol. And for this one, we need, let me just see here. We need sludge claw, punch, and bash. That's what we have at the moment. Okay, I can't heal them. Well, I've also done what I needed to do on this character. So what you can do with these quests is you can actually switch between characters and continue to do the world quests and the PvP quests and actually get through the quests for your Falcosaurs much faster. Talking about pets, I bought the 10k pet charm pet, Bobbleworm of some kind. It's pretty nifty. Did you buy it with charms or in the auction house? Oh, you bought it with charms. I did the same. Also saving up through the mission table. I need to actually get up just for a quick second and turn on the oven, take out the vegetables and prepare that. And I seem to have missed the running of ads, so I apologize, people that saw the ads. I'm just going to be right back after turning on the oven. Okie dokie. Before I go on, I'm going to just recheck with my recipe the temperature that this roast needs. So what actually did I look for? Must have been this one. So is it 180 or is it 200 degrees Celsius? It's 100 and what? 150. That's I'm not really sure about that. What about this? I'm pretty sure you said 2 hours in the oven, not 3. Excuse. Because we don't have time for that. 120. You're crazy. Times to run ice ground 10 times for the horsey. I wish you the best of luck. You'll get it at some point, for sure. 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours at 150. Okay. Well, that's just not in a Dutch oven, though. Welcome back. Thank you. By the way, thanks for your video on how to unlock the Dark Ranger. How I came across your content. Oh, really? You're welcome. I was not sure how many people would watch that because when I made it, it'd been what, 4 or 5 days, I think, since the Dark Rangers had become available, and there was so many big streamers out there who had made videos for it, and I thought, you know, what the heck? I want to make one. I want to have my own version in my portfolio. So, okay, let's just see. What if I make it in a Dutch oven? What do you say? What do you say here? You say... This is a different recipe, but it sounds rather good. Bacon... Pepper fruits... mushrooms... So this one is... Okay, so if you have 2 hours... This person made it on 175 degrees. Oh, I'm supposed to put it into a cold oven. Okay, I'm just gonna go put it in right now. I'll be right back. Okay. Okay, it's all good. It's all good. I just gotta set a timer then for 2 hours. cooking stream, but he's all be right back screen. I'm so sorry. You don't know that if I get a house here, we can have cooking streams. We can have baking streams. And if there's one thing I know I'm good at, which isn't riding horses and playing a Frosty K, it's baking. So we could make some awesome stuff in my new kitchen, you know? Welcome back. See you in a bit. Okay, so now I'm going to log over to my Demon Hunter. Then I saw you were also from Denmark, and I figured it'd be fun to check the stream. Oh, you're from Denmark too? Well, welcome and hello, fellow Dane. Yeah, it's I think I do have a couple who follow me from Denmark, and we've got one from Sweden, and I think we might have had one from Norway too. Autumn Bake Off. Bake Off. See what I could make. You can make a lot in 2 hours, actually. I would need a new camera, but I also have, so with you guys' help, I've actually saved up enough for an Logitech Brio camera. The only reason why I haven't bought one yet is because things look so good at the camera at the moment. But I am going to invest in it at some point when I do get my own place again. Either going, well, I'm not going back to the apartment, but it's when it's the house I move into, it would be nice to have 2 cameras, you know, one somewhere around the house and then one on me. And that's when we will need the Logitech Brio or a better camera. Yet, if I have saved up even no more, you know, would be nice to save up for a real camera that isn't a webcam. From Denmark, but live in Stockholm at the moment. Okay. Well, what made you decide to move to Stockholm? I ask, because it's Sweden. I think I should do Fight Night Heliosis. I might as well do that one. If it counts, though, because is it the Broken Isles? Does it count? It should. It's Dalaran. But is it in the Broken Isles? Only one way to find out. So Helios is elemental. And against Helios, what's the best strategy? Helios. Camera is much easier to use than a portrait artist. Producing a full painting every 5 seconds as a live feed. What? Portrait. Full painting in 5 seconds. Who does that? Oh, I've got an icky now. My friend was very, very kind and gave me an icky the other day. Could be useful. But other than that, I need a Chromenius and a Ravenous Prideling. Could be. Or the Ankle Render and Knee Biter. Do I have the Ankle Render? No, I've got the Knee Biter though. I don't have the Knee Biter. I thought I had the Knee Biter. Well, I've got the Ravenous Prideling here. Then I've also got Icky. I wonder if I could use them together. Actually, I've got a Chromenius, but he's not. He's just level 1. I could get him leveled up. Snarly. It's adorable. Got a job offer here, so took the big leap to the capital of the enemy nation, right? I mean, in football, we are arch nemesis. But I hope it was a good opportunity for you then. You should always take the leap. I've taken the leap several times. I'm taking the leap right now, I think. Or I haven't yet, but I'm very close to. I am, you know, taking a step back and getting ready. The enemy nation. We're at war? Well, we're at war in football, but I will say, if if it's not against us in a football match, if it's Sweden against someone, we always root for Sweden because then we're friends. But if we're battling against Sweden, we're arch nemesis. I'm the worst, the worst spy. You certainly are. You just disclosed your nationality and your goal to stay. The funniest thing though is if you see a bad driver in Denmark, you usually say that it has to be a Swede. If it's someone who's slow or doesn't know what to do in traffic, it's usually a Swede. Which is rather unfair, but it's also really funny. We perished by this heavenly peace. I love Sweden, though been here for 2 years. Such a lovely place. Sweden is also a lot of nature. You gotta admit that that's beautiful. I've been there twice, but once was just to see Helsingborg. And then once I've been there in a Swedish wood cabin with a couple of friends from high school, which was such a good trip. It was a long weekend. And I saw an elk. Well, not an elk. And a moose. And it was amazing. We were walking along this wooden path through the forest, and you could feel it before it got there. You could almost feel it in the earth underneath your shoes because it was almost vibrating under the weight of this moose, and it just came trampling through the forest across the street or across the little gravel road we were walking on in front of us. And I just glimpsed it as it ran across. It was, I mean, I'm never going to forget that because again, animals are magnificent. I've never seen such a big animal before, except for maybe elephants in the zoo, but that's different. Last year, went on vacations to Denmark. We went to Legoland for my son and all the way to Skagen in Jutland. Also went Aarhus and some other places. Really like the nature in DK compared to Belgium where I live. It is very green. Did you go in summer? Also, Legoland is the best amusement park ever. I need to revive this little dude, and then we'll see. We need chrominus. Okay, and then what do we need? We need to have, okay, life exchange, disruption, howl, and search of power. It was a pride lane, it was not a numinous. So, disruption and search of power. Life exchange. We have no life exchange. What does that come from? That's here. Well, I can't have both. Oh, search of power is chrominus. And howl. Okay. Okay, so life exchange, disruption, switch to chrominus, and then howl and search of power. Okay, I can do that. Need to have the die beak out. Put him here. Yep, the first stop was the fjords of Vejle. Oh, I need to go there actually. There's a lot of fjords in Denmark I need to visit that I haven't visited yet. Rise from ashes. Okay, so disruption. No, I've exchanged first. That's pretty useful. Then we switch. Then we do howl. And then we do search of power. And you should die. Bye-bye. That was easy. That was good. And that worked. Awesome. Let's save that team, actually. Next stop is actually, I might just go and do this 3 times across different characters. So, one thing I miss when I'm in Denmark and with nature and after being in Japan is mountains. We don't have any mountains or mountain ranges. We just have small hills. And I was almost stunned when I lived in Japan and I lived in the Japanese countryside in the Niigata prefecture because oh my goodness, the mountains, the mountain ranges surrounding the university I went to. Where is it? Is it over here? It was magnificent and I've never seen anything like it because it's so flat in Denmark. Okay, let's do the same thing again. Is he out? Was he out before? I don't think he was. I gotta be sure. He was not out. Otherwise it won't work, and so much for that. So here's also just all grass, and I think the population is just 1,800 people here. So there's just lots of space, and there is woods, and there is beaches, and there is heathers, and it's just beautiful and so peaceful. The only thing that's really bad about such a small society is everything is closed outside the tourist seasons, so you can hardly go and get a sandwich anywhere or a cup of coffee, and things you have to order online. Okay, let's just bandage them. They're all good. We're good. They're the same again. But I mean, and the bakery is going. I don't know what's going to happen to the bakery because the baker got allergic to flour, so he has to close up shop because he can't keep baking bread because he's allergic to flour, and I feel so bad for him. The drawbacks of countryside. It is a drawback, but I don't need much. I just need the internet, my desktop, and my cat. I'm not a big shopping person, and we do actually have a small cinema here that will show certain movies. So say 5 new movies are released in regular theaters, we will get one of them over here. So recently there was Elvis was showing, and I think Uncharted might have shown too around that same time. Okay, I'm done with that. These quests are taking quite a while. Let's go with the druid, I guess. Didn't expect to waste so much time chatting, but that's why we're extending the stream, because I talk so much. It's countryside-ish, but near a small town. We live in a town that was not part of Belgium in the past, but now it is. I'd like to live in the middle of nowhere, but a good internet and a store like 50-minute drive or something. It is nice. Like here, it's not 50 minutes away. The stores do close early and they're pretty expensive, but there is talks that one of them is going to be turned into a cheaper supermarket. So that's good. And we do have a retail store with, you know, all kinds of things that you need for making things yourself. So people will make things themselves over here. If I need a fence because I want a horse on my land, I could probably find someone who would help me build a fence for a couple of beers and a helping hand when they need me. So that's what people do around here. They help each other, and they need that store to get wood and, you know, wire and paint and potting soil and all kinds of other weird things. I don't have any bandages. I gotta wait. That's so cool. I mean, maybe I could apply for the baker's position. I don't I know how to bake breads, but I don't know if I want to bake breads all day, after all. It's the same in the small town, but it's changing since younger families like myself are taking over. Things are also changing here. For I don't dare risk it for the biscuit with this. I guess I could. I could just wave the white flag if it's too much. Oh no, wait, I didn't summon my dive beak. Never mind. I also don't know if I want to be a baker. I like baking by myself, but I don't know if I like baking 20 of the same breads and 100 of the same bread rolls every day and then cakes. And we don't have the time. I wonder, so I wonder how much time I'm gonna have for all these activities that I plan when I get a house, because you also need to paint the house. And when I move in, there are some things I need to get done. There is no, so you know these water pipes on the sides of the house, there's no water pipes. And there is an old oil container, so the electricity runs on oil, and you want to switch that one out with an electric heater. So that's a big expense you need to get sort of out of the way quite quickly, and which is why I'm not going to be at full price if we get to it. So but yeah, we also have very few ice cream shops, and I think I told you guys how I went there and got an ice cream a couple of weeks ago, and it wasn't entirely satisfactory because it was so hot that I had to eat it really, really quickly, and I didn't get to enjoy it. So I wanted to get some revenge on it. And then the other day I had had a long work week. It was on Sunday actually, and I decided I wanted to get myself an ice cream on the way home from work, and I was going to walk with my bike in one hand and the ice cream in the other hand. I'm not very good at sitting down and eating the ice cream alone. I don't know. It takes too much time. The problem was it was very windy that day. So this ice cream was also melting way faster than it was supposed to. I hardly had time to enjoy it because I had to sort of inhale this ice cream because it was just melting everywhere. It was quite unenjoyable and it wasn't very good. I don't think that real cream ice cream is supposed to melt that quickly. So I don't think I think the ice cream is not very good this year, which is why it melts so quickly. I'm not gonna go there again, maybe I will. But I'm not gonna go there again and get the same ice cream again. And if I do go there, I want to have time to enjoy the ice cream and not have to walk my bike back. You know, I think we need a break from this. I also think I need to soon grab a snack. But let's take a break from Falcosaur World Quests and do an Ember Court, actually. And then after that, I'm going to grab a banana or some almonds or something to recharge my energy and not get grumpy, as you know I do if I don't eat. Well, you haven't seen it, unfortunately, but I do get hungry. I've just completed a quest with you. This is sometimes what happens with these. If you switch characters and you get the Falcosaurs out again, they will have another quest ready for you. Ember Court. I've done all the pre-work, so we just need to start the court, and we don't even need to waste time inviting the guests or anything like that. It's very, very bright outside, and it's very dark on my camera, which is very odd. So let me just make it a bit brighter. There we go. Okay, so we are ready. I've got so much stuff in my bag, so let's not talk about it. Let's just send it over to my... I've got a couple of mounts, actually. I've got the Horrid Dreadwing in my bags because I got 2 of them. And I don't know, it's my luck charm. So tell me, because I've been talking a lot about myself and what's happened to me. How were you guys in the past almost was it a week since I've been here? That can't be good for the analytics. How have you been? What have you been doing? Do you have any good stories? I asked my colleagues yesterday, we went to a meeting, a personnel meeting at the spa, and I said, so what's the funny guest story of the day? Okay, so we got Rendell and Cottelface, we've got Droman, we've got Merileth, and we've got the Countess, and she needs decadent, relaxing, and formal, and I'm pretty sure I've got that set up as good as I can. This here is relaxing and formal, which is very good. There was a messy and decadent one, which I could also go for, but relaxing and casual. We need something to balance out this casual thing. And then we have here humble and formal, which is not good because we want it to be decadent, but she doesn't want it to be exciting. So there's nothing I can do there. And then here we've got safe and decadent. So that should equalize that out. I don't have anything that's particularly messy. I'm not really sure. So we've got got 1 decadent. I might need 1 more decadent. It depends. Depends. I might just go for this one because that will also give me messy. I'll go as it is. See how it goes. Finished up my work position at my school for the summer, talked with professor for evaluations, and now I'm ready for another year of college. Also planning a trip with my friends to an amusement park, which is kind of stressful, not gonna lie. Why? I mean, I asked that, and I'm also the type to go, yeah, sure, let's go to the amusement park. And then when it comes to planning, and when we get close to the date, I go, shall we not just stay inside and eat good food and watch the movie? I don't want to go anywhere. But congratulations on finishing for the year. You're ready. You're ready for another year of college. Do you have 1 or 2 years yet left of it? Okay, I think we're ready. I think we're ready. Let's go. I think maybe the reason why it gets so dark in here is because it's so bright outside. The camera is weird sometimes. Okay, open the Ember Court. Drink some water. 1 more year. Completed 3 years so far. You're almost done. Are you ready? Okay, stop the brightness, can we? Excuse. I forgot to go to the Dark Moon Fair. I wanted to go to the Dark Moon Fair and get a reputation buff, but I guess not. So, can you help me? We don't necessarily need safe, so you can, but you can go fight some intruders. What do we got here? We got a quiet moment, and we got mingle with guests. Let's go mingle with the guests and get the Countess happiness up already. So we got relaxing and formal already. Either's are pretty neutral. Let's go mingle. Mingle. She's here. Hi, you're guest of honor. No, that's just a socialite. That's not the Countess. A cloaked stranger. Get bonus happiness. Where is she? Countess, why are you all the way back there? You slow. Why is everyone all the way back here? Why are you up here? How far does the court stretch? Look, have fun in the Ember Court activities. Thank you. I shall do my best to have fun. What? She's here. Ah, you can welcome them. Awesome. Can I also welcome her? No. Okay, so just one. Well, that's good. That's fine. She's got them out. All the way back we go. And then I'll go to get the a quiet moment. So I will get the relaxation up. Fly, can we stop? There's so many flies up here. I swear. I was out for a run today, and that's one thing you gotta live with here is when you run through a foresty area, which there's quite a few of. Oh, there's a helicopter outside as well. If you're running and sweating, the flies will attack you, and you have to keep running. I guess it's a pretty good incentive to keep running, because if you stop, they're gonna eat you, and they're gonna get into your ears. They're quite bold. Into your mouth, into your nose, and your eyes. And I was running with sunglasses and headphones in, so they couldn't access my eyes and my ears, but it was still pretty darn uncomfortable. They're pretty bold here. Wear a beekeeper's outfit. I could ask, I could find it, but there's actually quite a few beekeepers here because they sell a particular kind of honey here. So they have a fair bit of beekeepers. I think they're all. Can I get off? Okay, what do we got? Tea time. Tea time and ritual of accusation. Okay, this is the best, actually. Giving tea. Whatever this is. Enjoy what? Ember Sky Terror. Do you have tea? Need any tea? Do you want tea? They do. Socialite can have some tea. Do you want tea? No, you don't want tea. Do you want tea? Everybody wants tea. Socialite, you don't have any tea. Also get tea. I think they are all there. Necessary far away. Because it's prep time. Even they're not sure why they have to wait over there. I don't know either. It's like, go sit all the way over there on the other side of the bridge. Oh man, I'm hungry. I need to grab a snack. Here, you deserve tea. Oh, I dropped my teapot! Oh no. I can't attack anything. So what's the... Okay, so the Sky Terror is here. Let's go get him. Get back here. Why are you even up here? I can't... There we go. I wonder what that will do. Decadence? Excitement? Danger? Humble or decadence? So plant the seeds for decadence. We do want decadence. Yes, I want to plant it. There we go. Awesome. Got some decadence. And more tea, I guess. Teapot. Do you have tea? No, you need some tea. I don't need to do these Ember Courts anymore, which is quite good. I've already completed the achievement for it, but I reminded my friend the other day that we still haven't done the Torghast achievements yet. So we gotta clear the 16 Torghast. Just gotta get some more gear through Mythics. So it's gonna be just really, really smooth to go through Torghast. I look forward to... While Torghast is very, very much better. It's a lot better than when it first came out. I will be happy to never have to go through there again. I don't have time for Sinstones. I'm offering people tea. Torghastly. It is pretty much Torghastly. It's fine, but it's very boring, if you ask me. It's not a lot of fun anymore, I will say. So I recently discovered one of the very best things about working the place I do currently. It's a spa, which means I, as a worker, I get a discount on, we've got some products at the place which are really, really good for your skin. You get a discount on that, and you get free access to the baths, and we also have a shower that you can use after work, and it's so lovely to end your very long day at work, especially if you get at work at 7 o'clock in the morning, which I do, and you vacuum the pools, which is kind of tedious work, and you get quite sweaty because it's also hot in the pool area. It's very, very pleasant to just have a thorough shower, very warm shower after. Smash the Sinstone, give it to Renethal. After work, and just finish off that way and then cycle home, which is what I do. It's so good, and I did that this week too. Okay, we gotta get this Duskmire Rose. And then what? Nothing. Renthal, where are you at? Here. Here's a Sinstone. Formal, and then what do I do with this? Eat it? Carry it? No. No. Ritual of accusation. We need more messes. Stop cleaning up. Oh, do we need some bonus app? Well, I guess you could. No. The Countess needs that. Where is she? She's over here. Countess, you are the guest of honor. There we go. Like running ice cream, boring with no payoff. Discount skin. No, not discount skin. In skincare. I don't use that much skincare per se, but I do like a very good moisturizer, and good shampoos is always nice. So I'm guessing no luck with Torghast yet. Wouldn't waste money on that. Got better things to do. Yep, great. It took me exactly 100 attempts to get invincible. It was quite something. Why am I up here? You are coward. Look at the brightness behind me. It's very sunny. Charizard is engulfed in light. Pathetic. He is abusive. What? Excuse me, Mr. Tree. I can't see anything with your giant artist. Holding on to a giant T-mark. I love it. Are you on the actual sun? Yes. I have moved to the sun actually. Or closer to it. I'm on Venus. Okay, he is abusive. I just looked up the Duskmire Rose. Apparently it's a sign for decadence. Since you planted the rose seed, it blossomed into something decadent, but not edible. Okay, so I just eat it, or, you know, carry it. I wonder if it'll stay in your bags. There must be some use for it. He is abusive. It's a little bit abusive ones this time around. I'm going to miss the Accuser, Theotar, and Renathal so much. You can say a lot about Revendreth, but it gave us some of the best NPCs. They are so very good. I had to start in 4 minutes. No, it's not going to start in 4 minutes. It's going to snooze. It's going to start in 10 minutes. That will be perfect. We can take the break right after I finish the Ember Court. This is going to be humble. We don't want humble. I can't see in... Okay, all the way up to formal, actually. That's a lot of formality. You can stop scrubbing the floors. Take the day off. So we can get some messes. I swear, Mr. Fly, if you get into my face... Oh my god, I love this. Look at this guy with his little parasol. Oh, that's brilliant. Sapid experiment. And you can stop scrubbing. I have set this character up to go through my favorite mounts, because I haven't done that in a while, and you tend to forget the mount you actually have. I mean, look at this bee! I haven't been riding this bee in too long. Gotta hop off stream for now. Hope I get back on time. Well, thank you so much for being here, Vanko, and thank you for the bits. I will hope you make it back on time. If you don't, I shall see you on Thursday. Oh yeah, we got some stuff here. Torghast and accountancy, same levels of fun. I mean, unless you're an accountant and you like bookmaking and all that stuff. You can stop scrubbing. And you can stop whatever it is you're doing. That gives relaxing, and that gives... We don't want casual, so you just stay where you are. And I'll just collect all the items. Yeah, I couldn't do much of Torghast by myself anymore. I will probably have to do some to get some of the other Torghast achievements, the little side ones. I'm just going to show you in a sec. So part of the Torghast Ranger is the Master of Torment, and you need these under achievements. So Rampage, Avenge Me, and you just need some stacks of stuff while you kill a certain mob, I think, is how it works. So I just gotta do a low Torghast and get those done really quickly, but it's just boring. I don't want to. I'll get around to it at some point, but it's gonna be a while. Like, you are very, very free to lurk. I'll just chat here and do my Ember Court and hang out with you guys. You can go home. Wish I were an accountant. There's a bookkeeping job for a beekeeper's local to me. Ooh, that could be kind of fun. I mean, if you like bees. When do the EU servers come down? Come down. I could check when I switch characters. I mean, it's Tuesday today, so it's not until tomorrow, and then in the middle of the night, I think. Okay, I can hear the walls vibrate because of the helicopter that just flew past. We have a helicopter here, and that gets necessary sometimes in terms of emergencies, in times of emergencies. Wednesdays. Yeah, it is on Wednesdays. So reset day. Hey, little birdie. You can just see all the birds sort of coming around in front of me. Got a little grey one now. We had a beautiful one visit this morning. It had a completely orange tail. It was adorable. Another good thing about living in a place like this is you just see so many interesting birds and deers, and we were having our company meeting last night, and then a couple of us got distracted at some point because, oh, there was a hare just jumping around outside. But you do gotta accept the flies and the mosquitoes and the many, many spiders as well. Excuse me, you are suspicious. Give that back. I think we can go back with the mementos. I'm not sure how many we have, but I'm pretty sure it's at least 10. No, it was not 10. How many do I have then? 9? Oh, only 8. Well, that's so much for that. Oh, we got guests. We have got party crashers. I will take care of you in just a second. This fly. Can you please chill, dude? I'll let you out later. Why is this little thing walking so goofily? Do I have a speed buff or something? It's usually not this goofy. What's going on? Why do flies like ear holes and noses so much anyway? There's rotting fruits in there. Maybe that's why they like it. You know, they do like rotten stuff. There you go. Relaxing. Okay, she ought to be happy. Uninvited intimidator. Can you get out of here? I think I need to soon think about getting a new mouse because my 6 button on the side is not as reactive as it usually is. I don't know, have I used the button? Yeah, I guess I do use 6 a lot. It's where I have my major cooldowns. So it's where I have I-Beam and I also have Breath of Sindragosa on my 6 button. Okay, we've got 2 minutes left. I think we're good. I think the Countess should be quite happy at this point. I like all these socialites just running, sprinting to get in on the action. Looks like me after the meeting yesterday. We all helped each other sort of clean up and close up the spa once again, and we had some dinner together and some drinks, so we were cleaning that up, and everyone was so productive. I was just walking in circles around the area we'd been in, trying to find something I could do. And then in the end, I told one of my coworkers, I can't find anything to do. She said, yeah, I noticed you just coming by here a few times. And I just left. It was all fine. But everyone's so productive and helpful. We almost step on top of each other to help out. Got some really good co-workers. It's so refreshing to have such nice people around me, and they're constantly asking, so how's it going with the house hunting? And oh, Dresgruda is coming in hot. What are you doing, Dresgruda? You're all the way over there. Where are you? We'll drive back this men's together. It's such a change from my previous workplace where... Oh, Meredith, are you coming along? You want to help? Taking down this Dresgruda Duda thing with me? Renethal said he was going to help, but... Okay, bye. He just wanted to have a look at the bat, and then he ran away again. Bye, Meredith. Well, I guess you just wanted to make sure I knew the way or something. I'm late, sorry. No worries, Michael. Hi. Welcome back. And welcome back to me and the stream. Happy to see you here. We're just doing, you missed some Falcosaur training, but that's about it. And then we just did the Ember Court, and Meredith was, I thought he was going to help me take down this bat, but he was just showing me the way, I guess. There he is. Where are you going, dude? Where are you going? You're in such a big hurry. You've dropped your tea and everything. Where are you going? Ah, okay. So I guess he was coming out to help, and then he was summoned up here. Laptop trackpad is the professional gamer's choice, no? No, not really. It can't, it doesn't have any, so I'm using this Logitech mouse with the buttons on the side, and it makes me so much faster at doing my rotation. So I would be very sad to lose that. It's a G600. Okay, so Plague Device Meredith was very happy and everyone else was related. Yay! What does the cancer says? The court lived up to the gossip. I look forward to the next. Okay, awesome. Let's see what you got. You've got Meredith's substantial tribute. What have you got for me? Some slimes. A slime sample. It's just gonna track slime after me. And we are also good friends. Yay. And then Drillman is also very happy. She got me a feast. That's it. A feast. Then we got Rendell and Cuttlefaces. And they gave me a undelivered tradesman shipment with some stuff. And then, for the important one, no mount. I just got the boon. And she's an acquaintance. What was she before? Oh, a stranger, I guess. You can end the call now. Michael. Thank you for the 5,000 bits. Are you sure? Thank you. That's incredible. All I have is a laptop trackpad. I guess I'm just a great WoW person. You are! Don't you hate it when a song gets stuck in your head? Yeah, well, it depends on the song. I've been singing at work recently, not while I'm around the customers, but while I'm doing the laundry and whatnot. And I'll have some BTS songs in the brain, I'll have Green Day songs in the brain, but sometimes you get a really annoying song in the brain, like Despacito or something dumb like that. That's annoying. I used to sing old children's songs to myself in my head if I went to bed and I had something like that on the brain. I would just go through Itsy Bitsy Spider down the wall, trying to sort of erase the track that was going on in my head. It worked on occasion, but it didn't make me sleepier, quite the opposite. I should, it's raining here. So, okay. Oh yeah, I'm going to take a break. There's ads on now, isn't there? There's ads on. I've got police songs stuck in my head. Of course, I'm sure. I haven't seen you in a while. It's very kind of you. Thank you. I am going to go check on the food and grab myself a snack. And then I think, what should we do? Should we do a key? Should we do more Falcosaur quests? Or should we do some leveling on this glorious rogue? I redressed her and I'm going to learn subtlety again. I'm going to Darkshore. No, not Darkshore, Darkshire. And we're going to do some leveling on her. But let me just make a poll for you guys. Where do I do that? Where is the poll? There's a poll. I'm going to make a poll. What should we do now? And you guys can vote. What was the Falcosaur? Or the rogue leveling? And you guys will have a few minutes, actually. I'm going to give you 10 minutes. Is that a lot? Is that too much? I'm going to give you 5 minutes. And it starts now. I do like polls. Here we go. I'm going to be right back and grab myself a banana. So hang on. Okay, that took a bit longer, sorry, than expected. The house is quite big, so if you forget something, you trudge all the way through the house to go and grab something in the kitchen. Then you trudge all the way back to the stream, and then you trudge all the way back to the kitchen to grab something, and then you trudge all the way back to your stream, and then, oh no, I forgot to fill my water bottle, all the way back to the kitchen. And that's how it goes. Okay, so the poll had 2 people view the results. Where's the poll? So 3 people voted. You guys are really lurking, aren't you? 1 for Mythic Dungeon and 2 for Rogue Leveling. So we're Rogue Leveling, I guess. Let me see. Forgot about the extended stream today. Sorry, I did try and remind you guys on the Twitter, but I guess it is easy to miss. I have done something I've never done on stream before, and probably will not do on stream for a good while to come. I got myself a drink, and this is what was left after I poured in some beer with the roast. And I thought, you know what? This is good beer. I don't want it to go to waste. So cheers, guys. Without even spending any points. This is also drink time in Denmark. This is when you sit down and have crisps and nuts, some salted nuts, and a drink. So I saw the most heartbreaking thing on another streamer's stream. They made a demon hunter. A BOE dropped for a male wearer to 8/8 eye level, and instead of auction housing it for potential 150,000 gold, they vended it for 80 gold. Oh no. I told them it's worth more, but they didn't care. Oh dear. Well, Prost. Yep, come by. Cheers. Okay, so we're doing some rogue leveling apparently, so you can recover it. I guess you could. So I got myself some biscuits, some digestive biscuits. I've got myself some almonds. So if I choke or my throat tickles, it's my own fault. Can I recover their item and love half of a WoW token? Right, why do I have PvP on? I don't like this. Why have I toggled? Oh, I think I know why. I was leveling this character with a friend of mine, and we were doing it as part of a drinking game and stuff. So every time something happened, we had to do something. And I think the PvP on toggle was most definitely his idea. Okay, I need to practice this stuff. So Shadow Strike. Okay. Backstab is just the usual Wars 1 combo point. And then you got Rupture, which tears open the target, dealing bleed. So that's a dot. Then you got Vitiate, this embowels them, causing damage per combo point. So that's the last one we want to do. And we've got Kidney Shot, that stuns, and Slice and Dice, that increases attack speed. Okay. Okay. I don't know about beer and digestive biscuits. You're gonna gang someone. I don't think I can gang anybody with my heritage armor stuff on at the moment. Rogue doing rogue things. Just press all the buttons, see what happens. If you choke, most of us are pretty far away, so we won't be able to do the Heimlich. I won't choke, but there is this thing with me and eating almonds on stream, because then when I talk, it tickles my throat and I cough, so that's fun. Okay, so there we go with the stun. I'm gonna relearn this, because that's probably the class I've played that I know the least about these days is Rogue. I would like to be good at it because it's right up my alley in terms of aesthetics. I play Rogue on every single other game, but wow, I play some kind of assassination class. Cheap shot, shadow streak, eviscerate. Cheap shot. I don't think I have a cheap shot. That's probably... Is that not outlaw? Ah, okay. Cheap shot. Got it. Shadow streak, eviscerate. Kill them all. Backstab, rupture, eviscerate, kidney shot. Are they aggressive? Massage techniques? Deathmark, kidney. You could do Deathmark too, I guess. Hydrate, you're right. Rogues are a lot of fun. I'm horrible at rogue. Sheep shot is only able to use in stealth. Shadow dance, yeah. One really good thing about playing different classes like this is I get to know them and what they can do to me in PvP. So, and then eviscerate. It's a little bit with the energy regeneration, I guess. It's gonna get better as I reach higher levels. I was at the barber shop today with this character to see if I could potentially make her short-haired, but that's not possible. That's kind of stupid, if you ask me. Miss. Dusky lump. That sounds nice. I've had quite a lot of fun with this challenge in the Mage Tower. Oh, you're working in the Mage Tower. See, that's another thing I've completely forgotten that I was supposed to do. I'm going to do it at some point, but it might be very far in the future with the next down phase. Depending on how much time I have between having completed what I wanted to complete in Season 4 and then Dragonflight. And I doubt that time is going to be very long, unfortunately. I have to keep uptime on Slice and Dice practically 100%. What I really like about the Mage Tower is that the challenge really teaches you something about your class. It really makes you good or better at using all the abilities in your arsenal, all the abilities you would otherwise sort of forget about because you're just running dungeons and whatnot. You don't need to use blocks or stuns or whatever. Then it's really, really useful to do the okay. I am still kind of just pressing buttons here, trying to figure out what's what. Try the very same method, learn those things to dodge them, being used on me in PvP, then when in a battleground, instantly forget what I've learned. Well, battleground is also kind of a free-for-all, isn't it? It can get messy, so You just press all the buttons. I don't have my threat plates up apparently. Oh, we show. And then for the system, not the widgets, the automation, and then show during combat. All good. Perfect. I don't need to do anything in here anymore, except pick some flowers and then fly away. Keep slice and dice orbit all time. Okay, will do. I'll try. It lasts. How long does it last? Oh, depends on the combo points. Gotcha. I'm using my new crow mount as well. Okay, so slice and dice up. Ah, I see that helps greatly with the energy regeneration. Same goes for pastry chefs. What, keeping slice and dice up all the time? Certainly. Okay, this is so much better. Thanks, guys. I love these ravens. They're great. I had to pick the color, though, for this character. That was actually pretty difficult, because they're all really nice looking. I was stuck between the green one, no, the black one and the red one. And then I ended up with the red one because it matches with the eyes of this character, sort of. Lets you have done the mount story. Let's go. That's a part of why I like learning rogues as well. You can better keep track of DRs, especially with stuns and making sure you're blind. That shares DR with Poly. Doesn't mess up ghosts. Helps me learn PvP a lot more. I mean, it is a PvP class, I have to say. It shines in PvP much more than it shines anywhere else. So it makes sense that rogues are so good in PvP. It's no fair because it's not an easy class to play. So not all of us mortals can play it well. Oh, not doctors, receptionists. Those are pretty scary. They can actually be. The doctor I have been to a couple of times, just not much at all. I've been there once with my wrist. I don't know if you guys remember that there was an infection in my wrist because I'm a moron and I keep doing push-ups even though my wrists are weak. I went there once and I was on the phone with the receptionist or the secretary. It was a receptionist. For quite a while. I almost had to cry on the phone and tell her, "You need to see me right now, because this hurts." And you can't just say, "Oh, just go to the apothecary and get yourself a support thing for your wrist." 2-finger push-ups. I mean, if you could do leg push-ups, it was all good. That helped actually on your arms. That would be amazing. But I have to find alternative methods because my wrists, it apparently runs in the family. For example, when you use a stun, connestively, a cheap shot would be 3 seconds, but another cheap shot would be 1.5 seconds or something. If you use kidney shot as a 5-point ability, it's normally a 6-second stun, but instead it's a 3 to 4 second stun. No arm press ups. Fight that gravity. I guess that works. Protects my wrists. Yeah, but I do need to read up on rogue. Because they, especially subtlety rogues, if I see a subtlety rogue, I am instantly worried. And if I see a subtlety rogue along with a frost mage, I am already kind of angry. Consecutively. Ah, yeah, that I've noticed. But some of these stuns, it must be kidney shot with the 6 seconds. It is awful. Because 6 seconds can kill you, effectively. You'd have the strongest ankles. I would. I would not be like Megara in Hercules with her weak ankles. It was a very nice smell in the kitchen right before with the food, but it still needs about another hour. I was thinking to myself, it would probably be really nice to, after the 2 hours, then take off the lid of the oven and let it, like, turn on the heat a bit higher and then let it sort of roast to get a crispy surface. I think that would just perfect it. We really need a cooking stream. Honestly, that's one thing I have to ask the real estate agents next time I look at the house if that thing happens. Like, there's 2 questions. One, is the floors insulated? Because if not, I don't want to live there because my feet are always cold. And 2, is the internet good out here? I was looking it up because there are some websites and some internet providers where they will actually show you what speed of internet you can get at certain addresses. So I was looking up the address. It did say I could get up to 1,000 Mbps if I wanted to pay for it. You know, you don't need that much, honestly. Can you stop? Noisy fly. So it looks pretty good, but you have to sort of ask the current owners. So is it actually true? Is it actually fast and stable out here in the middle of a field? Put Kitty underneath you when you're doing push-ups and make her do all the work. She's got arthritis in her hind legs. She can't. Remember to put on poisons. You are completely correct. I've got instant poisoned. Instant poison. I'm in rogue school at the moment. Clearly. Okay, that helped. That worked. Okay, 2 more of these direwolves. When I get my desktop up here and we can do some more stuff, I would actually like to play some Skyrim with you guys. Unless, again, there's too much to do in WoW, which is usually the case. But if it's not the case, Skyrim. Oh, you can smell the food now. In here even. You know the internet is good when the current owners say, internet? Never heard of it. That's some kind of phishing thing? Oh yeah. Unless they are, they don't own a computer. If they don't own a computer, then you might want to be a little bit worried. Okay, we need 2 more dusky lumps. That was 1. But yeah, I do kind of really miss the internet in the apartment. It was so good. It's gonna be interesting to see how how well things will sort of work out with my desktop up here. It's a big thing. I am glad we'll be taking it from the apartment though, just to be safe. I miss my desktop. I don't know if this table should be able to handle 2 screens. I mean, it's an old wooden door. It's quite thin, and then on two old metal legs. It could certainly not handle the computer itself if I ever thought of doing such a thing. And 1 lump, please. Yep, we good. We done. I love how my stream manager itself is telling, you can gift us up now to be at number 1. Okay, I'll just gift us up to myself. All wooden. Sounds cutting edge. You know what? I actually quite like it. It looks very nice in here. We've got some old beer crates. You can't see them at the moment, but there's an old beer crate underneath the koala bear. And it fits really well with the sort of rustic look of in here. So, I wouldn't trade it, but it's not incredibly handy. I love how this woman sends me to the hermit, and he's actually an old apothecary who's trying to make an abomination that can attack the city. I have to go pick up my son from summer camp. He fell down. I'll see you next stream. Okay, I hope he's okay. Thank you for coming. Yeah, I really hope he's okay. Fingers crossed. He's all good. Hello. And this is Shiv. Dispelling all enrage effect, implying a concentrated form of your non-active lethal poison. Ooh, that's a good one. I'll put this one up here. Sprint could go down here. Gara's an ability I don't need. And this is a trinket. Oh, it's a finger thing of a bob. Thingamabob. I had no idea that koalas have been birthing pouches like kangaroos. Oh, they have? I didn't know that either. I was today years old finding that one out. I was today years old too. I mean, I like animals, but koalas is not, it's not the animal I've looked up the most, to be completely honest with you. It's on their back, and it faces the opposite direction to a kangaroo's one, because climbing trees would poke straight in. Huh. That's pretty useful. And Broly, thank you so much for the gift sub. Congrats to the person who got it. Do you have to... This fly is just getting more and more desperate to get out. I will let you out. Don't want you in here. I will say though, I will smoosh you if you eat my cat's food, because that's gross. That's the worst thing about the flies, actually. You have to constantly cover the cat food so they don't go in. It's very gross. Can you stop being gross too? I have another early week ahead of me. But streams are going to be stable again. Thursday is going to be the old stream time at 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. to 7 p.m. And I have moved the Saturday morning stream to the Sunday because I also have work early Saturday morning. I have a lot of working days. I actually had been put on for shifts for 9 days in a row. And I told my colleague, not happening. I need to have at least one day off in somewhere in between. Give me Sunday or Monday off. I don't care. One of those. I need a break in between. Otherwise, I'm going to be worn out. You can't. You can't. So, she gave me Sunday off so I can have my morning stream. But then, I need to take some more shifts and stay longer hours and such to actually have full time, which is very necessary these days. It's having a stable income. For flies in my home, we have an electrified racket. Looks like a badminton racket. Couple batteries, works through it. Could see electricity flow through. Cook them. I know that device actually. I've seen it a couple of times at friends' places and whatnot. It's quite a deadly device for flies. We have a very old-fashioned slapper. I don't know what it's called. Fly killer thing. Oh, that's what it does. Makes me blend into the shadows. I see. I was considering if I should make potatoes or rice with what's currently cooking. I think we'll go with rice because I haven't had rice for a while. And rice is always easy to bring with you for breakfast. I was about to say lunch the next day at work. Next days are going to be something. Ow. I thought that other guy was dead. Go away. Ow. Do I have any food? Biscuits? Anything? I've got some wolf kebabs. Why not both? Both the electric one and the slapper one? Or what are we talking about? Oh, potatoes and rice. Because that's too much work. And I'll probably end the stream when the roast is done. Because then I need to cook some rice and give it a nice crispy surface and actually keep an eye on it. Maybe also make a salad. I would like to have a salad. It's always nice to have a salad. And I saw my mom just get home. She had a long work day. So I think she will appreciate that everything is ready for proper eating time. Okay, so what am I? Oh, it's her. Can I have some hair? But carbs. I mean, it is carbs. Yeah. I think we need to not be too afraid of carbs, though. I recently learned, I was recently days old, when I learned that potatoes aren't actually that bad. I always had the impression that between potatoes and rice and pasta, pasta is the worst, potatoes second, rice third. But apparently potatoes are quite healthy and low carb compared to other carbs. So as long as not fried. Yeah, I mean frying things always makes them unhealthy or less healthy for sure. I had fish yesterday at the work meeting, which was delicious, but it was all fried, which means no, not actually the salmon. We had some salmon. We had some type of flat fish. It was a flounder, and we had something called butterfish, and we've got this kind of, I wonder what that's called in English, fish cakes. And all of it was, no, not the salmon and the butterfish were not fried, but they were smoked. And the other things were fried. So that makes it not very healthy, even if you have rye bread with it and lemon. It was very good though. Very tasty. Frying makes them tastier too. Until you deep fry them. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's what you have an air fryer for though, no? Though I don't really understand the mechanics of an air fryer. How can it become moist like that with no moisture in the machine? How can the air produce such moisture? I don't understand. Am I dumb? Don't answer that. Okay. 5 skeletal warriors and 5 skeletal mages. And I'm also gonna go deliver some thread. Air fryer is basically a mini-sized regular oven. Ah. Okay. If it's just an oven, you could just go get yourself a mini oven. You don't need an expensive air fryer. What you do need is an ice cream machine. When I get a house, I'm gonna get myself an ice cream machine. And I'm never gonna buy ice cream again unless it's an emergency. I'm always going to make my own ice creams. 1 spoon of oil and hot air. So there is 1 spoon of oil in it. That does sound like an oven. Choose your reward. I would like the ring. An old history book. It's a quest item. It's more energy efficient and saves on electricity bills. Ah, okay, so like a microwave oven, I guess. I wish I could sort of drink in front of me, but this microphone takes up too much space. I will say this setup is a lot better than what I had previously. I don't know why I hadn't fiddled with the microphone a bit more earlier to set it up. The sound is better. You can see more on the camera. It's not in my face all the time. It's really handy. Here we go. What did I get? I got crippling poison, which coats your weapon with a non-lethal poison that lasts 1 hour. Each strike has a 30% chance to poison the enemy, slowing movement speed. Okay. I prefer the instant poison, I think, because that's just damage. Just eating hard lumps of cooking oil is the way to go. Have you guys ever had, I've only heard of this, I've not had it. Have you guys ever had fried ice cream? Because that sounds really difficult to make. And kind of really, really, really naughty for you. Like really bad. You can have 2 poisons. Oh, well, would you look at that? That I did not know. Yes, delicious. It is? What did you have then? Vanilla ice cream or what? How does it work? I don't want this. Go away. Go away from my action bars. Oh, that's not what I was supposed to do. What happened? I stepped through the shadows behind the and gain movement speed. Okay. What happened? What did I do? I mean, as long as I never say this on my Frosty K, I should be fine. I've made fried milk. Why? Why? And how? You can't fry milk. It's liquid. What? Much confusion. Can apply crippling and lethal poison at the same time. Have not had it. Doesn't it melt? Easy to make. Vanilla. Make the small balls and let them start to melt a bit. Why? Why would you I mean, science doesn't always make sense. Rock blossom. It's a really good treat. Use a thickening agent. Boil it, then let it sit for a while. Then it becomes more of a gelatinous mixture. Easy to pick up and fry. Ah, so you do put something into the ice cream to make it sort of more gelatinous, yeah. Because that would make sense. I mean, it would hold together much better than otherwise. More rock blossoms. And milk. You add milk and gelatin, I guess? I don't know if I would ever make it. It does sound a little bit like, what's it called? Baked Alaska, which I guess is also, it's got the same kind of science to it, because Baked Alaska is also ice cream that you set on fire, basically. Okay, we done. Cover them in breadcrumbs, back in the freezer. When solid in hot oil for a few seconds, the breadcrumbs get golden brown and melts the ice at the outer edge. I want cold ice cream and hot oil at the same time so the temperatures cancel each other out. Sounds delicious. You guys are making each other hungry at this time. It's not me. Where am I? I'm stuck. This raven is slow. I'm slow. Let me please get to level 40. Ugh, I'm so heavy. It's slow with the damage, though. Oh, ow. Shadow Weaver. I'm angry. I need a snack. Be right back. There you go. I told my dad today. Honestly, next time I get the chance, I need to bake a cake. Because I think we talked about me baking a cake last time on stream too. And I never baked that cake. And it just won't do. I just didn't have time to bake that cake. I need to bake that cake. We need a cake in the house. It's summer. It's just, well, it's not really summer holidays anymore. But summer, I'm here with my family that can eat some of my cake. I need to bake a cake. We have a squash, so I could make a squash cakes. I mean, squash cakes are delicious. Very good. But I did talk about a different type of cake last time. And that cake is also very good. It's the decisions. Decisions. Would be nice to also bring a cake to work. People are very good at bringing cake. There was also, so the people who sort of meet early in the morning are me and then someone who cleans up. One of them does the morning cleaning. And I usually have a small bowl of oats or old bran or something to get me started. I am hungry when I open my eyes, so it won't do for me to do any kind of activity without having something in my stomach. So I always have some, but we still sit down to have some breakfast, some warm rolls, or someone goes to the bakery, something for the one who cleans in the morning. She usually doesn't have breakfast, and then someone else that comes in later. And we have one who usually goes to the store to buy some, you know, some groceries for our breakfast. It could be coffee, it could be butter, it could be cream, milk, whatever. And she was noticing how I only put chocolate on my rolls. And she said, well, so you're kind of a chocolate person too. And I said, not really, actually. But there's nothing else here that I really like. There's only cheeses that I don't like. You know, they smell. I don't like them. And then she said, well, what do you prefer? I said, well, there is a particular kind of cheese that I've got that I really love. It's the best thing. I told her, like, if you really want to make me happy, it's this cheese, and it's so good on rolls. It's called like a Havarti cheese, very soft, very sort of gentle cheese, and I have that always on my bread in the mornings. And she went and she got me one, and I was so happy. It was very kind of her to ask what I specifically wanted for breakfast. It's really cozy. It's only like the only time I don't like this job is when I'm the only one in the reception. I'm only one at work, and it's busy because you don't have time to tidy up and do a bit of sweeping and stuff like that, which is necessary when you have so many customers. So that's the only thing that gets a little bit too bad at points. We'll see how this week goes. We all agree that we need 2 people in the reception, but there's a difference between agreeing on how something should be changed and then for that thing to actually change. This is probably the questing zone I quest the most in. I just never get bored of it. Okay, let's just see. We got a lot of items, and is there any of them? An offhand. No, we don't need that. I don't have the I've collected this one. Got some mats I could send over to my Gold. An awesome fish. I can't throw that one away. What else we got? We got Thunderbelly meat. And wolf flanks, spider legs, gooey spider legs. Let's send all these mats over to the bank. Oh, cooking stuff, flour stuff, mining stuff. I can't send more stuff. Mining stuff, cloth stuff, gem stuff. Easy peasy. We should. There we go. Let's see what I could sell that for at the auction house before we end the stream. I've already sent some stuff over. Oh yay, I sold something. I sold versatile jewel clusters. That means I can make some more and sell those. They sell quite well these days, actually. The jewel clusters. Then all these mats we need to add to the TSM list. Ropes, auction house. We got... I want to use this cow. We got Briarthorn, bruiseweed, crunchy spider leg, some balmer's oil, fly traps, grave moss, petals. I don't think they'll sell. Material. And shadow gem, spider silk starflower, swift thrizzle, wool cloth. 16 more items, and this hood thing I wanted to get the appearance off. It's quite nice. Let's go. See if we can sell this off. Tons of them selling. Yeah, the jewel clusters, they definitely do. Okay, we just get a few coins for this stuff. Nothing major, apparently. So let's make some more versatile. Oh, I can't make more. I need to get some listed settings. After the last green TSM. Yeah, made it green. Quite nice. Let's see what the heavy calcite is 10. I don't want to sell for that. Anchoid. Embalmer's oil is pretty expensive these days, so I've got 50 of them put up. And then I'm kind of waiting to see if it was worth it to make a ring, or if I should just sell the essences, because the essences, at least 3 of them, are pretty pricey, and I've got a ton of them. Some extra bits. Iron ore. Shadow gem is too cheap. Okay. I think... Let me just see what the timing is on the roast. There's still time. There's still time, actually. So, question is... I think I should go and... I was just about to close OBS and end the stream. That's not what I was gonna do. I think I'm going to... For the last thing of today, I'm going to grab a character and send them out to the Shah of Anger, so we get an attempt in today. I think we've almost done everything then, except for a key. We got Falcosaur quest. We didn't do all of them, but we did many. They just continue to arrive. And we've done leveling. Oh. Did I forget to send that question? I guess I did. If you close from yes, we die. Don't say that! It sounds so scary. I am getting a little bit sore, though, in my neck and shoulders. It's not the best position. I really miss my gaming chair. I wonder if I could convince my mom to bring that one with me, too. Like, Mom, so if we're getting my desktop... What's going on here? Severed as your head. Well then, interesting. Get a gaming beanbag. I don't think that would be very good for me. Just sit like this. Like, if we're getting my desktop, we should get my gaming chair too, Mom. It would actually be really good if we bought a gaming chair up here, but I would have to be certain that I'm not gonna bring it back again. But actually, if we should have space, right? It's very heavy, but plans. We should just bring as much as we could actually carry in the car. Now that I think about it, because that's less afterwards. So, did you guys know that goldfish can get like this big and this wide? That they can get huge if you give them enough space? I asked the same question to the fishing guy in my dream the other night. I haven't actually been thinking about getting fish at any point. I'm dreaming these days of the house, and then I dream of having a couple of cats after my old one is no longer, because I don't think I can introduce another cat to her. That wouldn't be nice. And I've been dreaming of chickens, because fresh eggs, and there's like a little fenced yard. I could just let them walk in and make a little chicken coop or something. And I've been thinking of a horse, but didn't actually think of any fish until I had that dream. Now I'm thinking of fish. I've never taken care of fishes before, and I don't think it's as simple as it sounds. Also means I can't travel a lot because I've got chickens and cats and fishes and horses to look after. So there's the largest goldfish out there somewhere in the Pacific Ocean. Could be. Apparently they get bigger depending on the size of their aquariums. Somewhere out there in the Pacific Ocean, there's a goldfish whale. Potentially the size of a T-Rex. Okay, how long has it been for you? I wonder. I don't see many people. Could be a while then. We'll just see. I think there's a lot of things actually in the Pacific Ocean. I think there is a lot of animal life, and especially sea life, that we haven't seen, and that we're probably not going to see ever, because, you know, those really, really deep oceans where no one's ever been. It's actually, I wonder what between the ocean and space, what is more important to discover? What do you think? I think it's much, much more interesting to see what's actually at the bottom of our oceans. But I also kind of don't want people to know, because we already know how humans have utilized and overutilized the Earth's resources and everything else. There's the garbage island that flows around too. Well, that's definitely true. And I do know there's an effort going on with the big garbage patch and all that. I do think that I saw a short video at one point where they had fished up hundreds and hundreds of tons of garbage, and they were then sorting through it. So it's a good thing, or we might destroy that as well. Exactly, that's what I was thinking. And maybe it's good that there's parts of the rainforests and parts of the deep, deep ocean that we haven't investigated, because that means we're not touching it. And it seems like everything that humans touch wither and die. Except, of course, my doll plant, which is actually not an exception any longer, because it's starting to yellow a little bit on some leaves, so I'm a bit worried. I think it's a combination of moving environments and then not being home for a couple of days because there were guests. So I need to be sure I don't cause any root rot, while also making sure it gets enough water, because root rot is the worst. And still, I mean, it's making new branches and all that, so it's not doing terrible. If you got the energy to grow extra limbs, you can't be dying. You're just dramatic. Good day to you. Good day to you too, George. How is things? Welcome to the stream again. Are people doing it? Look at what we've done to the Amazon. I don't even want to think about that. That just makes me cry, honestly. It's one of the most amazing and mind-blowing places on Earth. But some people just don't care. They're in it for the money, for the wood, for the land. It's just, it's awful. Makes me very, very sad that people are that way. But we are an invasive species. Unfortunately, we can't run away from that. And we know what leeches do, what rats do. And they're not even that destructive compared to us. I mean, we at a much bigger scale. So. What do you mean set up with this helmet? I really dislike it. It's a Demon Hunter set from Sepulchre. Where it's just... I have to go. See you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Thank you for coming. Have a good day. Make a Dracthyr in Wowhead Tools. I've got multiple infections in my skin that has to be cured or will get to my heart. Usual things. What? Are you okay, George? Are you serious? Should we be worried? We've seen people take pictures of animals at night, pretty much blinding them when they're told us not to. So our hubris has caused a lot of animal stealing. Our hubris and our stupidity. I mean, we can't get past the fact that some people are just incredibly thoughtless. They don't think. I mean, they don't think of an action and think and are aware that there's consequences unless someone tells them you're gonna get fined, or even if some people say that, they will still be dumb. I'm sorry. Many stupid and arrogant people around. There's also a lot of people that are smart, but just with rules, they are sure that they know better. I think that's actually one of the worst ones, is that ignorant people will think that they know better. And that's in any situation. It is in racial discussions, it's in discussions about evolution, about nature and the planet in general. It's discussions about, I don't know, math, science, history. There will always be people who are ignorant and think they know better. It's very depressing, actually. Okay, no dice with the mount today. I'm okay, no need to worry. Doctor said to me that we've seen people. Let me see. Well, you just need to get cured then, George. Come on, cure it now. I assume that's the aesthetic you're going for. What aesthetic? Even if you tell them, they're shameless enough to not listen. A lot of little people around. Few educated. Well, on a general scale, there is. I mean, that's not really their fault. You can't blame them for not being under circumstances where they can take an education, though. Light will protect me. Yes, it better, George. Best wishes, really. Light has not abandoned us. Big difference between educated and literate. Let's hope there's a way. We are hoping for the best, for sure. Look after yourself, yeah? I am going to stop the stream for now. We've been going for almost 3.5 hours, and my old body is all creaky. I need to do a bit of stretching, and I need to fix the food. I need to make some rice. I need to take the lid off the roast and get some crispy surface going. And we'll see. Do you get any mount? I didn't get any mounts today, unfortunately. Not yet. Did miss these last streams. what have we been doing? We've been doing some gathering stuff. We've done a few dungeons. We have, I mean, I've been training my Falcosaurs. Training. I've been doing quests with them to get the mounts. I got the Iron Hoof Destroyer recently. I haven't gotten the mount from Stratholm yet, unfortunately. Oh my, late again. Have a nice day. I'm sorry. Well, you're not really late because usually I stream from 5 to 7, but today I've done a bit of an extended stream, so I started at 3, and we've been streaming for 3.5 hours. I'm going to be back again on Thursday though at 5 p.m. and I'll be streaming the usual 2 hours, and be back at 7. We also got a guest now. The grass cutter is here. We borrow his lawnmower. That word. Lawnmower. I'm tired. Clearly, I need to get some food in my face. I look forward to seeing you on Thursday, and if not Thursday, then there is a Sunday morning stream at 11 a.m. on Sunday, and I can catch you there. Take care of yourselves, guys, and take care of each other. Bye.